Toughest part will be, I think, yeah, sometimes acting also, but I think the scripts you select is the toughest part because only that decides your fate. So yeah, I don't know how America selects so many varieties and still makes blockbusters. So I think the scripts are the toughest part.
मैं इन्हीं की कंटिन्यूटी में एक सवाल पूछना चाहूंगी आपने कहा कि स्क्रिप्ट का सिलेक्शन बहुत मुश्किल होता है क्या आपको ये प्रेशर बाहुबली की सक्सेस के बाद ज्यादा फील होता है
बाहुबली के बाद bigger stress, but before also it's the same. Yeah, the pressure is a little more. Like before, it was only Telugu film, but now it is like you know, it's like we don't know what Bengali people like, what Punjabi like. It's every state has little difference, and it's very hard to select scripts after Bahubali. Yeah,
आफ्टर इतने सालों के बाद जब बाहुबली की भी बात आती है ये नई फिल्म से सर्टेनली बहुत ज्यादा एक्सपेक्टेशंस हैं ही हम लोगों की आपकी बात जानना चाहूंगी आपके लिए आज की डेट में जब यू लुक बैक व्हाट इज बाहुबली फॉर यू
so Bahubali is everything. Like it's everything. Like you can't explain. It's like it's the you know it's something magic happened in my life. I think. I think it's wonderful. It's very big.
Okay. Bahubali has become the biggest Indian film to have the maximum listing, and your film Saho was highly accepted in the entire North. So that's like back to back two big huge hits. So kindly say that finally we have a pan India superstar whose movies have worked everywhere.
I don't know. I never said about it. So, but I'm lucky after Bahubali, Saho commercially did well, and especially in the North, they accepted. We made some mistakes, yes. But yeah, still the North. I saw some lot of press people and like a lot of you encouraged the film also. I saw in the theaters and all. Thanks a lot for that. And yeah, more than any part of the country, I think Saho was more accepted in North.
ओके जैसा आपसे पूछना चाहूंगी आपने जैसे कहा कि ये पता नहीं होता है कि क्या बंगालीज को अच्छा लगे
I don't know. Let's see how when all these things happen.
और इसको कैसे देखते हो कि ये जो बाउंड्री है वो खत्म हो गई और आप उसके ओपनिंग बैट्समैन हैं
Actually, Rajmouli did that. I was part of Bahubali.
and also how does it feel when you love someone's work like Amitabh Bachchan how does it feel to work with
I want to talk about him for hours and hours, but it's amazing. I just say from project I'm going to talk about him for days, months, and years.
चलो आपको कोई फिल्म बता दीजिए उनके फेवरेट अगर आप अमिताभ बच्चन साहब
Many films, Diwar, Sholay, commercial films. Yeah, I like Amar Anthony. I like his entertaining. He's very good and superb in action. He's so good in comedy. He's crazy in dance. He's good in everything.
इस फिल्म में एस्ट्रोलॉजी और ये सब दिखाया गया आपने पहले ही कहा कि आप इन सब में बिलीव नहीं करते तो ये फिल्म करने के बाद आपका परसेप्शन बदला और आपने कभी सोचा जाके अपना हाथ पाथ दिखाया
Yeah, but maybe I thought of it, but I heard some very interesting stories about this later. Before I was not so interested, but rather explain some of the actors and all. It's very interesting the way the signs or destiny or someone can read the future and some parts in our families also we experience something like for example my friend Vaishnavi he told me first about these things like one national told me like on this day you're going to fall you'll meet an accident so be careful don't go back home so he was in the cycle it was like little up he was cycling and the bag fell inside his cycle, the tire, and it went slowly and fell off and all his teeth went off. And he said, like, how did they save that day? So these many stories we always listen. But I never showed my hand to anyone and it's interesting. But I don't know. I never.
why you are scared or
No, I don't know. I don't know. A man can tell your future. Everyone can tell it, or it's little science, or 80% science, or it is 99. So I don't know. So and this we always discuss, but it's very interesting the stories which I heard and yeah.
So any inner changes, because if you're playing a role like this, certainly you need to work a lot. Maybe you have to become a little more accepted towards the nature and the positive signs and some big guy, like a good student coming to school for the first time. I came like, oh, but sir, don't you think like she should be like this? She should, and he kind of made me realize who Prerna was for him. And I feel like sometimes it's very important to not let the era take over your emotion also. It's not just a fashion show, it's about like the emotions that she's going through. And sometimes she can be mentally as progressive as a 2022 kind of girl. So we sat, we worked on the character more that internally rather than externally to inward. So we kind of worked on who she was and then what the vision is. क्योंकि ये जो film है काफी, it's, I would say it's like a fantasy way of showing the imagery is very, I mean, so you would be a better person to talk about it, but the images are very beautiful. We wanted to show some people something new, something fresh, which is why, so I think you should talk about it, how you came about it.
Coming to the characters Vikramaditya and Prerna, like to understand the characters, first of all, you need a lot of emotional maturity towards the characters. Because what they are going, so what they are going through, like to understand every aspect of pain or happiness or anything within their characters and everything, we need a lot of emotional maturity into it. So for that to understand, we went through like lots of discussions and like I was suggesting some books and Pooja was like, as she said, she made notes out of it, and we were doing workshops on top of it. And all that helped a lot in understanding the characters. Like while I was discussing with them, it's a process of me also understanding more about the characters. And particularly coming to Vikramaditya's character, it's so in depth because these kind of characters we don't see in real life to compare or to understand it. Because somebody who reads your palm and you can clearly see it as a picture of your past and present and everything. We haven't seen anybody like that in real life. So playing that character would definitely take a lot of effort, a lot of understanding, because any small detail which goes here and there might miscommunicate to the audience. So for that, like Sir said, we had to go through multiple discussions and everything. And like towards the end, it's all about like we three people there understanding it, okay, and it is working out and everything and going forward. So it was interesting.
So just like we have Sanjay Leela Bhansali sir, whose sets are known for like his work is known for his sets. So
लेकिन जब ऐसी एक फिल्म पैन इंडिया रिलीज हो रही है, पूरी दुनिया देखेगी इसे, सो क्या वो एक्स्ट्रा माइल चलना या एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट जो होता है वो अभी शुरू हुआ है लेना है क्या कुछ?
Yeah, that extra mile is like, yeah, it's like very stressful. Yeah, I tortured my director also a lot. Because that extra mile is like, you don't know. You can't understand in one film that what other parts, Kerala, yeah, I never released before Bahubali, Kerala. Like that, many states, you need to run the extra mile and you don't know till the film release how it works. So it was very stressful, yeah, for almost 8 years by now. Sorry?
So Pooja, आपसे जानना चाहूँगी, how much experimental you were when it comes to जैसे कि शो अगर फिल्म की बात की जाए तो फिल्म 70s का जो वाइब है वो दे रही है. So how much experimental you were with your looks क्योंकि वो वाइब देना है audiences.
हाँ. I feel like पहले तो डायरेक्टर के साथ मैंने like we sat down और डिस्कस किया कि उनके माइंड में प्रेरणा कैसे देखी है, क्योंकि हर एक डायरेक्टर के माइंड में एक रहता है कि ये कैरेक्टर ऐसे उन्होंने सोच के लिखा है कि ये ऐसे होगी. तो आई फील मैं अपना नोट्स लेकर आई like a good student coming to school for the first time. I came like, oh, but sir, don't you think like she should be like this? She should, and he kind of made me realize who Prerna was for him. And I feel like sometimes it's very important to not let the era take over your emotion also. It's not just a fashion show, it's about like the emotions that she's going through. And sometimes she can be mentally as progressive as a 2022 kind of girl. So we sat, we worked on the character more that internally rather than externally to inward.
So we kind of worked on who she was and then what the vision is. क्योंकि ये जो film है काफी it's I would say it's like a fantasy way of showing the imagery is very I mean so you would be a better person to talk about it but the images are very beautiful. We wanted to show some people something new, something fresh, which is why so I think you should talk about it, how you came about it.
Coming to the characters Vikramaditya and Prerna, like to understand the characters, first of all, you need a lot of emotional maturity towards the characters because what they are going.
Yeah.
So what they are going through, and to understand every aspect of pain or happiness or anything within their characters and everything, we need a lot of emotional maturity into it. So for that to understand, we went through like lot of discussions and like I was suggesting some books and Pooja was like, as she said, she made notes out of it and we were doing workshops on top of it. And all that helped a lot in understanding the characters. Like while I was discussing with them, it's a process of me also understanding more about the characters. And particularly coming to Vikramaditya's character, it's so in depth because these kind of characters we don't see in real life to compare or to understand it. Because somebody who reads your palm and who can clearly see it as a picture,